Hello everyone, this is JR from JRC Visa Consultancy and Immigration Services, and we help expats understand the Philippines. Now we're moving forward with our frequently asked questions recently, and questions are already coming in. And if you do have questions before that, please don't hesitate to put that on our video. Now to start with, we have a question here from David. I am a retired UK military veteran. I understand I need a proof of my pension, but what is the minimum PHP or in Philippine peso? What is a DD-214? And what other documents do I need to bring with me in the Philippines? Basically, David, what you need to do for you to qualify for the special category of that SRRB, you need to qualify for these few things first. If you're 50 years old and above, that's the first qualification. By mention also of the proof of pension, which is at least you are receiving a 1,000 US dollar equivalent of your pension that you are currently receiving. Any pension, either from the UK military or other pension, government pension that you're actually receiving. Now, next is a proof of your service to the UK military. The DD-214 is actually a proof of service or document that states that this particular retiree applicant have served the US military. That's what it means. So the documents that you need to bring in summary is your proof of pension, your proof of military service in UK, and your police certificate that you don't have a criminal record from the UK. So please bear in mind that this particular foreign document which will be used in the Philippines should be apostille. Don't forget about that. So number 2, how difficult is it to get your money back from the bank with SRRV? And what happens if you decide to marry and stay? How difficult? It's easy. As long as you understand the process and you provided with the requirements for you to get your money back. And when you get married, you can cancel your SRRB visa, back to tourist, and once you have your marriage documents along with other requirements, you can actually apply for the spousal visa thereafter. Another question from David, which is another David. For SRRB Classic, when does the retiree get access to mandatory 10K USD deposited in a Philippine bank account? And if so, what conditions apply? So it depends on how he define access. If he means access meaning to withdraw, there are two things that he needs to do. Either he can withdraw the deposit by a purchase of a condominium unit, at least 50,000 US dollars, provided that he can show the ownership documents to the retirement office, or a long-term lease of a house and lot, minimum of 25 years, and the total contract of lease will be also 50,000 USD. So those are the options that a retiree could get access or withdraw provided that he will qualify. Please do understand or please do note that this entails a process. It will not be that instant. It needs to go some procedures for them to get their money back, or not the money back, withdraw their deposit, and then there will be appropriate restrictions or annotations on the titles of the subject properties that they availed of. Okay, fourth question. What if I leave and come back while my visitor visa is still valid? Will I be allowed to go back into the country by showing my passport and current stamp? This is a good question. Once you leave the country and you still have unused valid tourist visa, it will be deemed consumed once you left the country. And the next question is, will I be allowed to get inside the country? As long as you follow and you'll be qualified to get inside the Philippines as of the current restriction, yes, you can come to the Philippines, but you will start from the basic 30 days if you are non-visa required foreign national. And then you can continue extending if you have an intention to stay more than 30 days. Number 5. So if I do the tourist visa and extensions, how long before I could apply for a residence visa, or is that still possible? This is a question from Brian. Okay, how long? When you arrive, for the first few days, you can start working on your permanent residency. whichever are you qualified at that point in time. It's either be um, special residence retirees visa, SRB, which is one of the common visa that we have right now, spousal visa, and other visas that you may qualify. So don't wait for months to come. If you can apply it for the first 30 days of your stay, then so be it. So it would gradually depends on what are your plans here in the Philippines and what are the convenience that you can get out of that. What are the legalities that you can take? Because um, there are also foreigners right now who would like to explore as of the moment. So they're okay with doing the extensions. But basically, we need to go back to your plans. So at the end of the day, our company here listens to you on what are the things that you need to be in place. Especially those needs are coming from your plans. So we will be asking you on that matter and we'll be laying off options for you on the table to choose from. So once you choose, then we will be working with you so that your plans will be materialized, and that will be a big help for you on your permanent residency and your legalities here of your stay as a foreign national here in the Philippines. So with that, guys, I will be seeing you, or we will be seeing you on our next videos of our FAQs. I know this will be running because there are a lot of questions that to be answered, or there are things that needs to be verified. Put in your question, comments here on this video so that we can get back to you, and that will be our basis of our next video. So with that, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and we'll be rolling it out for you so that it will be an initial guide for you to take on, but that does not end there. If you need further assistance, contact us and our information here, and the team is ready to serve you. So with that, adios mi amigos, take good care, and we will be seeing you on our next video.